Hello YouTube. I'm back, and this time I'm going to share some of my poetry. Feel free to comment and tell me it's horrible. I know it's bad, but I feel the need to share. We're gonna start with some old stuff first, and then we're gonna move into some stuff I've written within the last year. So yeah, here we go. Flotsam. I wanted a fairy tale and found that you weren't it. I gave you my love to protect it from the gale and guard it from life's rocks, but my hull is cracked and leaking, my sails are ripped and torn, and I flounder to the dock. The precious cargo's been broken, it's numb to everything they do. It just wants to give up, no matter the words spoken. This is real life, there is no magic here, no spell to make it better, or tincture to banish strife. There is no thing as love, my broken cargo says. It's close to death now, small and fragile as a dove. It is passing now, it heaves one last sigh and says, the best part of my life thus far is the moment when I die. So I wrote that, oh god, in high school, which you probably can tell because it's full of nothing but emo-ness and heartache. Because, you know, everyone in high school is like that. Next, I wrote this one about a year ago. It's a little emo-y, but definitely not as much as some of the other ones. I want a man who'll make love to me in the cold night on the still sun-warm concrete and not care that the noise may give us away. The kind of man who will be gentle and hard and know when each is needed. Someone who will dance with me in the rain, push me up against the wall, and kiss me like he means it. Does this man exist, or is he just a dream that I will never see? If you meet the man of whom I speak, don't let him leave. Hold him in that spot and tell him I love him. And like I said, I wrote that one about a year ago. This one I wrote less than a year ago. We had a poet visiting my campus, and Marie Howe. And I went with a friend of mine, and we saw her speak, and I found it was so moving. I thought it was so moving. So I went home after that, and I wrote this poem. I saw a goddess tonight. She speaks in the extraordinary, ordinary language, observing the obvious, ignoring the incredible, making the mundane fantastic. Poetry is her altar, and we prostrate before it. This one I wrote last week. I'm taking a poetry class right now, and we're writing, so this is one I wrote last week. We have to have a poem a weekend, and this is the one I wrote last week. A magnet on a stranger's fridge. I walk by the fridge, and a dollop of acrylic catches my eye. A woman encased within, looking out at me. Below the smooth surface, a lacework of silvered air keeps her alive. A portion at the top, marred and roughed, patched, where once she tried to escape, but that was long ago. Now clinging to the frigid air as her only lifeline, like Atlas she shoulders the world, displaying messages and accomplishments of her captors for all to see. I reach to pluck her from her servitude, to send her current burden fluttering to the floor, but her face gives me pause. Leave me, I am lost, she says. Free yourself. And then this one is my attempt at a spoken word poem. I literally just wrote this, like, 5 minutes before I made this video. I'm not even kidding. And it's my attempt at a spoken word poem. It's based on an actual event of Coffee at 2 a.m., which is why it's entitled Coffee at 2 a.m. Coffee at 2 a.m. Caffeine therapy sessions. We share bruises, compare scars, tell the horror stories we lived through, heroines of our own real-life silver screen hell. Suicide, rape, molestation. We shared the blood on the floor, the tears on our cheeks, from the cuts on our wrists, thighs, after he touched us. Took from us our godlike innocence. It takes half our lives to love ourselves again. To let ourselves be touched and not fear that they have ulterior motives. Not think that they mean us harm. Not get flashbacks that they are the serial killer to our traumatized co-ed. And still, a little frightened, shattered girl inside screams, run, hide, never come out. We are surprisingly well-adjusted people. So that was my attempt at spoken word. I need a little more performance into it, I understand that. But, yeah. So I finally have decided that I wanted to upload a new video, and I thought reading some of my work would work for that. So until next time, YouTube,